Hello, welcome back with Talk with Terry Tuesday. I am Dr. Toni Scott-Terry, and you see this handsome gentleman next to me is my loving, adorable comedian, not so much, husband, Jason Terry. He is here with me. We've got some good, wonderful, exciting news to tell you. And we're going to get to all of that. But hey, the fall is here, it's starting to get cool outside. So
Absolute beautiful day today.
I've been here, I've been working on that. So we are glad that you guys are back. We're just going to do um, some information to give you first off. So, of course, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And so we want to make sure that everyone who is 40 and above gets their mammograms. If you have a family history, maybe do a baseline starting at the age of 35. And this is more so for screening, so early detection. Those are things that we are trying to make sure we are covering. One good thing is that Rush Hospital does free mammograms. So during the month of October, and you can receive a voucher to have your mammogram if you don't have insurance or your deductibles are really high. We can give you those vouchers. Let me give you the phone number, and we're gonna post this. The number to call is 312-971-6748, and you'll see it down listed below. But once again, the number for the mammograms to receive a voucher is 312-971-6748. And that's a program that's brought to you from Rush Hospital. And so, I mean, those are wonderful and great things, but you got to go get your screening done. So, if you have a family history, even if you don't have a family history, we're trying to do early detection. So, make sure you get that done. And for the month of October, which is why we have this wonderful special guest, we are doing another men's health and wellness seminar. So our first one was such a hit and was very informative. I wasn't there, they wouldn't let me come in. So we'll sit on the sidelines, ladies, but we got to make sure we are focusing on our men and that they are actually getting all the things that they need done and knowing the questions to ask their doctors. So, Jason,
Yeah, just
last time we did it, I mean, it was a really good. You were in there, I wasn't. So you can kind of tell them kind of what happened.
yeah. So I moderated the last event, and it was our first, and it went off. It was a hit, basically, as she said. We had maybe about 30 or 40 participants, five, I think, panelists, and they were all healthcare professionals. And we talked about everything from metabolic issues, so diabetes, blood pressure, cholesterol. We talked family history. We talked men's health, ED. We talked libido. We talked, you name it. We ran the gamut. And we even had an oncologist there, and we talked about some of the screenings and things like that to, kind of maybe catch some things very early on in the event. We had some really good testimonies there as
Mm-hmm,
well. So we
mm-hmm,
had some folks there who had prostate cancer, who had early on colon cancer, and
mm-hmm.
they're on the other side of it now because they caught it early, and they gave their testimonies, and that was amazing. And one of the big things we also talked about, which we'll talk about again, is HRT, is the hormone replacement therapies, the pellets
Mm-hmm.
that uh, Dr. Terry here inserts here at Allure, which helps with fogginess and just overall energy for those of us who get your workouts in. Really helps with that. Also, libido, the whole 9 yards. So we talked about quite a bit of things, and it again went very, very well. It was very informative, and because it went so well, more than half of the participants asked that we do this again so they could bring their friends along. And so here we are. We're going to have on October 29th from 6 to 9 o'clock here at Allure, 7151 183rd in Tinley Park. We'll be here. We'll have some nice snacks. Have some beverages, and we'll chat it up again. And we'll have some of the different set of clinical professionals, and we'll be talking about a lot of what we talked about last time. But again, you're going to get a different voice, a different share voice, and maybe some different perspectives this time.
One of the things, okay, so I have a funny story. So we were trying to figure out what can we do that makes the men comfortable. So we went out and got like light beer and put it out. So apparently they're like, is it a trick? So none of them drank any of it. Because we're not trying to trick you. We just want to make sure you're comfortable, that you are
Yeah,
still.
we had some beers, some sandwich, some snacks or whatever, but it is not a trick. I had a couple, so and I'll have a couple this time. So
We're
yeah.
not advocating you, we,
Yeah.
but we want you to be comfortable. We
You
want
won't
you to
leave
be
here
open.
impaired.
No. One of the things that we actually added this time that we couldn't do the last time, they were just unavailable, is mental health. That was one of the things that
Yes.
we didn't have available the last session, but we will have a mental health professional. I think we'll have a urologist. For those who, you know, and I will tell you from my patient's perspective, I see a lot of women is that they're nervous about vasectomy. And so maybe that's something that can be brought up, how it's done, so that the myth of what a vasectomy is covered. So, and that's really kind of what I think what we wanted to do is just know what you're screening, what you should be having done. Like,
yeah.
preventative.
And today's vasectomies are not what your father's vasectomies.
It is not.
They're in, they're out. It's pretty easy, and so they have a lot of different methods depending on where you go. There's a lot of different methods these days in getting that done. So we'll hopefully be able to chat about that as well.
One thing I do know is if it is done in the office and the men are still doing it, it can't be that bad. Because otherwise, they would never go do it. So, and it's just things like this. Like, when should you get colon screening? When should you have your PSA check? Should you be having your testosterone check? So it is giving you guys the tools, the information in a friendly environment, and it was really interactive. Like,
Right.
everybody participated. They didn't want to leave the last time. They were talking out in the hallways afterwards, but the goal really, we have to educate our population so that they know what they should be looking for, what they should be asking their physicians for, and just staying healthy.
So, as you know, I'm not telling you anything, but when you do go to see your physician, it's a partnership. You partner with your physician. You both are partnering on your health, and you have to be a lot of times your own advocate. I know a lot of times today in today's world, I call them Google doctors. Doctors hate that. They come in already diagnosed because they've been on
Because everybody
Google.
thinks there's dying when they come in.
But it can be a good tool for you
Yes.
to research when the doctor talks to you about something you may have or something that they have noticed or seen. Then you can go and research that information, understand what, in that world, what a good diet looks like, what does exercise look like for that particular disease state or that patient, a lot of those things. So it does have its benefits, but yeah, I know a lot of especially men. Hey, I looked it up and I got this. That's not.
I won't say the number of diagnoses that you've had, but and the goal of this
I
is
fought through all of them. Still here.
you did. It's such a trooper. But it is more. It's banter like this. So when you come with your questions. You don't have to stand up in front of an audience and ask them. I think the last time But most of them actually were just talking openly.
Mhm.
But for those who don't want to do that,
We'll have options.
yeah, they'll have options.
You can write, we'll have cards, you can write your question down, or read the question off to the panel, and we'll discuss it that way as well.
So ladies, this is important for them. So, pass it along. This is not anything that's intimidating at all. They actually all really enjoyed the discussion. They got some questions answered. They got some connections. They found some physicians. So it is meant to actually enhance our men's health.
Just a bunch of dudes in that chopping at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It just happens to be medical, but we have some laughs and we
Yeah.
keep it lighthearted in there, and just a bunch of guys now again just chopping it up.
And the whole panel are males. We wanted to make sure that,
The whole room.
the whole room, I'm not in there. They put me out. I might come in at the end in the very beginning, but I leave because I want people to be open, to be able to express themselves without any hesitation. So October 29th from 6 to 9. If you are interested, call us, email us. You can go on our website. Our phone number is 708-864-4988 so that you can RSVP, so we have an idea of how many people will be attending.
So we'll know how much beer to get.
That too. So we went back and forth about a day because we know it's football season, so we couldn't do Thursdays. So
we didn't want to take your weekend.
We didn't want to take your weekend, so
certainly not Monday.
right.
So we did it Tuesday this time, and we'll see how that works out. And this may end up being a little. We're nimble. We'll figure it out as we move forward. Find a sweet spot, but we'll see going forward.
Okay. Do we have any questions at all?
You don't have questions, but you do have a couple of comments.
Okay.
Sandra Houston says, "Hey, Doctor and Mr. Terry."
Hi,
Good
Sandra.
afternoon.
And Donna says, "Hello, YouTube."
Hi.
Hey.
We're a good couple, right? We are here to change healthcare for everybody. He's doing his part on the men's side. I'm doing my part on the women's side. We'll bring it together and make us all
And
whole.
what we're really excited about this time as well, we will have an eye care professional there. That's the world I live in every day. I am an eye care professional as well. I'm in medical sales and rare eye disease. But we'll have an eye care professional there because we are looking, and we'll have even a dentist there. So we're looking, we're top to bottom. So we'll be talking about eye care, oral health, because a lot of people don't know your oral health can parlay into some cardiovascular issues as well. So we'll be talking about some of those things. And then, of course, we'll be talking about hypertension. We'll be talking about diabetes. We'll be talking about, prostate issues, as you mentioned before, all those things. So, So top to bottom.
Top to bottom. Okay. So our next talk with Terry is going to be November the 12th at 1 p.m. So we look forward to that. But please, like I said, if you have a brother, uncle, dad who probably should participate in this, give them the number, have them call. We just want to make sure that people are informed.
Could you say the number again, please?
I will. And so give us a call. The phone number here is 708-864-4988. Even if you don't, we'd love you to RSVP, but if you don't, and the last minute still just come out. But we're trying to get people to call to RSVP so we can get ahead of the number. So we make sure we have enough for everybody. So we're excited to see you guys. That is October 29th from 6 to 9. It's a Tuesday. And remember, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So get your mammogram. There's free vouchers. The number to call, this is sponsored by Rush Hospital. The number is 312-971-6748. So, as my old motto, thank you, Mr. Terry, for participating today. He's so lovely.
as though I had a choice. I want in some peace this evening. So sure.
And he will get it. But once again, this is all about our health. So be well, be blessed, be healthy, and we'll see you next month.